สวัสดีค่ะก็วันนี้นะคะมาฝึกภาษาอังกฤษกันอีกเช่นเดิมนะคะสำหรับตัวเราเองนะคะก็อย่างนี้ค่ะฝึกวันละนิดวันละหน่อยนะคะวันละ10 นาทีนะคะก็ณเวลานี้ก็คือตี 3:45 นาทีนะคะเดี๋ยวเรามาเริ่มเลยภาษาอังกฤษเลยนะคะขอบิวตัวเองก่อนเป็นภาษาไทยแล้วก็จะพูดเป็นภาษาอังกฤษนะคะโอเค Hi, good morning everybody again today we are going to practice English with of course working, it's like my job, right? So it's study, so I combine them together by just practicing because it's my job. I have one to talk to too, yeah, of course, because now I work in USA with the Rice University as a software engineer, software development, developer, not development, a software developer, web front-end engineer. And it's covered a lot of positions, So now talk about work. Okay, let's get to practice my English today with the coding challenge. I found once on LeetCode. It's called the problems number 150. Evaluate reverse police notation. So this kind of mediums problems one, and let's get try. Okay, so I gonna just work and continue. Okay, let's read problem together and think about our approach, our software engineer. Oh, sorry. Okay, my God, I don't know how to say. Sometimes it just lost my mind. Let's build up. Okay, now it's like 3:45 p.m. in the mornings. I woke up at three mornings today. Actually, I set up alarm at 2 in the morning, but then it's just like I only wake up, I think I just can jump out of bed and just take a shower, just make me feel alert. But then I just like, guess 1 more hours. Have anyone be the same? It's like when you want to wake up early. Last night I went to bed at 7 and then I plan to wake up at 2 because that should be enough. But then when the time comes, my alarm wake me up and then I just like, give me 1 more hours, and then I slept until 3 and then I woke up just by myself, no setting alarm. And yeah, now when I wake up, okay, just maybe still not working. Let's see how we can think and we come up with how to speak English, right? So okay, I woke up, I went to bathroom, take quick shower, not even 1 minute because it's just like, and then less water, just cold. The water is cold, it's make me wake up alert. And then I just get dressed and then I came to the kitchen. I prepare coffee. This is my first coffee in this week for this week because I didn't really a coffee. I mean, I'm not fan of coffee, so I just want to feel good today. So I made a coffee and then I prepare my breakfast, which is just yogurt, apples, avocados, bananas, and then some kind of nuts. So I cut them together and I mix and put in a bowl, and then I put in fridge. So later on I will have my breakfast. And what I do other thing, I prepare my cup of water and then prepare myself, and then I right here came to my room, and then that's what I gonna do. And then I going to start working on the solving problems. And I hope my video gonna be a little bit long today because now I just walk. Or you see, that's like if you think about what you want to talk or you want to say, it's already 4 minutes. So let's jump right to working on the problems. LeetCode today. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the problem is 150. Evaluate reverse police notation. Okay, you are giving arrays of string a token as represents an arithmetic is about math again. Okay, arithmetic expressions, and evaluate the expression to return an integer that represents the values of expressions. Note that the various operators are plus, subtract, powers and device. So we have 4 operators like plus sign, subtract sign, power type, like a multiple, right? Add, delete, multiplies, and device. I'm not sure is what how to say. And each operands maybe an integer or another expressions. Okay, the divisions between two integer always through cast to catest towards 0. Okay, there I didn't really understand this one. The division between two integer always turn casts towards 0. Okay, let me just, that's what I, sometimes when I have problem, but I'm gonna do, I just go to Google Translate and then turn on the Google Translate and then see what that means. It means for operators, the word division, what they want to do is mean, okay, I see now what this means. Okay, let me just see what this is called.
The division between two integers always truncates towards 0.
Truncates. Okay, turn, T-R-U-N, truncates.
The division between two integers always truncates towards 0.
Okay, when I don't know how to read, right? So I just.
The division between two integers always truncates towards 0.
Okay, the division between two integers always truncates towards 0. It means they want us, if we find if we met the position of the divisions, if we met the divisions, we need to always turn to be 0. Okay, not turn to be 0, it means have to be 0. No any digit yet. We need to think about that. Okay, there will not be any division by 0. Okay, not any divisions by 0. So nothing divides by 0. The inputs will represent a various arithmetic expressions in reverse Polish notation. The answer and all the intermediate calculation can be represented in a 30-bit integer. Okay, so like I just gonna show one examples. Input token. Okay, we have like the input is tokens of string. Number 2, 1. Okay, so we know inputs will be string, but then the string will be like a number, so we need to convert string of number to be integer. That the things I can think about now. Let's say in this example we have number 2, number 1, and operation plus, and number 3 and powers or multiplies. So the output should be nice. What they say, like, okay, what this is like when we make number 2, we need to add 2, add to 1. 2 add to 1 is mean 3, right? And then we multiply by number 3. So 3 multiplied by 3 is, that's what we return, number 9. So, okay, let's think about here. We know like input will be array of string. Okay, and actually what they say is giving array of integer, array of string that represents array of string. That's what our input, right? Is array of string tokens that represent an arithmetic expression. Okay, and the output, we have to think about output first. Okay, output will be integer. Okay, so and then come down here to these constraints. They said the tokens length, the inputs will always at least 1 letter. If we have 1 letter, we should return it with even like, okay, let's say if the input is 1 length, right? 1 length is number. We just convert number and return number, right? Like let's say we pass number one, return number one, number two, return number two. But then if we pass as an operand or operators, we just return 0. Okay, that's what I think. Okay, and then the tokens, I like operators, we always add, subtract, multiplies, and divides. Okay, and integer in the range will be not more than minus 200 up to 200. So it means we're not gonna have a lot of number. So for think about that, I think what's my approach? It means to brainstorm about those problems. My approach should be a brainstorm, like time complexity will be O of n and space complexity will also O of n. 1 second. My O of 1, because we don't really store any, we just return. We add them up and then we return. I think the space should be O of 1, but the time will be O of n because we need to go through the length of input. So n is the length of the input tokens arrays. And then, okay, as my approach, what I'm gonna do, we need to have like a iterate through the tokens, right? We need to iterate through the tokens and then we check if each element in the arrays is operand or operators, and then if they're both switch. And this approach I feel what I'm gonna use the stack and data structure. We're using stack, right? If we find out our elements from the arrays is operand, if they are operand, it means they 1, 2, 3 like the number, right? We need to convert them to the number type because they came in string, right? We convert them in the number to number, and then we put them to the stack. And then otherwise, if they're not operands but they're expressions like what are plus, subtracts, or multiplies, or division, what we do, we want to put them. We want to add. We want to pop two operand out. It's gonna have like operand 1 and operand 2. We pop it up 2 times, twice from the stacks, and then we're going to create another helper function to check if operands is a number or operators, and then if that's so, will be like a helper function, and then we put them back to the stack at the is condition, and then at the end of the result, what we want to return the stack and pop. That's what I think, because the space complexity, they not store anything, so I believe should be O of 1, because each time when the functions execute things, so they just push and pop, right? They're not really store. They store in stacks while it's working, while our functions is running or executing. But at the end, we return only 1. It means we will pop and then return the number from the last element in the stack. So we return, and then stack will be empty. So when we execute things or functions, they're gonna just be like empty. So the space complexity will be O of 1. Okay, that's what my approach. So let's write and jump in to write the code right now. Okay, so as I say, I'm gonna create stack, right, and then set to empty array, because our stack is array type data structure. We use our stack. Okay, and then we're going to use we iterate through the token using a for. I think this case I can use for off because we don't really need any position. So for const token of tokens. Okay, that's what I'm gonna name token, and then we're going to check in this case if the token is either this, the first one is that if token, if each element if each element is expression, so I'm going to have is operator okay, I am going to have the helper function to check is operators or is a number. So let me just create a helper function to check if that operator, and then we pass in a token like each element, right? I will write it down later, helper function. And then either like is not operator, what we do, we want to put token in the stack, but don't forget to pass to change them to be a number type. Passing PASE passing, and we pass token that we convert them to be a number type, and then at end what we do, we're gonna return stack and pop stack out. Okay, that's what our layout here. Okay, so writing the function to check each operation. Each operation will take a token, and then each token we want to check if token is plus sign or okay, let me just, they're gonna be like each of them will be plus or subtract, minus or multiplies or divided. Okay, so this is my function. We check each operator. We check if the token is plus, minus, multiplies or division. So then we use this function to check in our for loop in the main function. So if so, what we want to do, we want to pop operand one. Okay, I want to pop out from the first, the last, right? So it should be operand 2, which is gonna be stack dot pop, and then we store in operand 2, and then the second one we need to pop 2 operands. So when we pop, we know we pop from the last element from the index, so we pop the operand 2 first and name it, right? We pop again and then name is that operand 1. Okay, just so excited, almost 18 minutes. That's okay, I just gonna continue working. My video gonna be long today. Okay, so then what we do, we want to put them back to the stack, and but this case what we do, we're going to create another helper function to do expression. So okay, so let me just write okay, that push, I forget push here too. We need to have push function, push method. Okay, in this one I'm gonna create another function, expression, and then what we pass here, our expression function will pass operand 1, operand 2, and token, which is gonna be our operator, the token. Okay, so then we need to create a function expression and define a function expression, and then accept operand 1, operand 1 as argument, operand 1, operand 2, and operator is like a title can be take from the main function operator. Okay, and that is our function to be here. Okay, so here I'm gonna use switch case. Okay, switch case except operator. This is we going to check if operator is, what is that, right? Case. Okay, if operator is adding, I mean the plus sign, what we do, we're going to return because our number is already here, and then we want to add operand 1, add 2, operand 2. If they are plus sign, we want to return operand 1, add 2, operand 2. And I just gonna copy for 4 cases because we have 4 operators. So the second one will be subtract. If they subtract, we want to operand 1 subtract operand 2. And if the multiplies, we want to multiply between operand 2, operand 1 and multiplies to operand 2. They come to the division. That's what we want to work on a little bit, because the divisions will be like we have to create some value to check. So if, and then we want to do operand 1 at dividing to operand 2, because we want to turn them to be like no any digits number. So let's say like what we should return, amplify the values and then set it to operand 1 divided by operand 2, we get the value, which like maybe can be like other digits after, because when we divide, right? And then what we're going to return, I'm checking if the value is greater than 0. If so, what I'm gonna use, I'm gonna throw them out. Okay, throw them to be like just number, right? So I'm using matplotlib and then passing the value, and then otherwise we want to use matplotlib and then value. So that's what we can return or number without any digits. So that's it, my function. I think that should be work. Let me run to see. Okay, that is passing accepted and running time in 90 milliseconds. So in this case, I create another 2 helper function. First is to check if the inputs each element is operators. Like that's what we do. We're going to create another function to check if operators is anything, and then we want to do expression. So the other function is called expression. So then otherwise we need to convert string to be number. Sorry. Okay, so that's it to work. And then the last one I need to do is when you run and submit lead code if they passed. So excited. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's so good. So that's so cool. Okay, the function is work. The runtime is 60 milliseconds and using memory 45, which I think that's very good. So let me just write submit JavaScript. So okay, let's process. That's so cool. Okay, that's it for today. It took me like almost 25 minutes, but I'm not gonna go there more. So thank you for watching, and anyone's give me advice, being up, practice English, even, just do whatever. Okay, thank you so much to watch my video, and see you next time. Bye.